A crazy woman demanded to get me fired because I refused to sell her skinny jeans. Background info. My name is Sean. This story happened at Walmart in January of this year. I used to work at Walmart in September, but I quit to go work at my sister's donut shop. At Walmart I worked at the register. I would see this woman from time to time. I actually ended up being good friends with her. She was chill to me and most people all the time, and she was just really cool in general. We would hang out after my shift sometimes and I loved being around her. Alright, now to the main story. In January I was at Walmart looking for a Lego set I've been trying to get for a little less than a year. When suddenly, for the sake of this story we'll call her Karen. Karen walks up to me. Hey Sean, it's been a week or two since we last talked. She would randomly pop up out of nowhere and scare me like that. This was one of those times. Oh hey, it has dash. She quickly interrupted me, which was weird since she would usually let me speak first, but I thought nothing of it since we've known each other for so long. So I found these amazing skinny jeans that I need so badly. But they don't have it in my size. Can you go check the back for me? She was talking in one of those snobby Karen voices you would hear in an MK video. Oh, sorry Karen, but I quit my job last month. With that annoying Karen voice she said, ha ha ha. You've always been so funny, Sean. But for real though, can you check the back and see if you guys have this in a size 18? Karen seemed really off today and this confused me because she has always been really happy. Oh, I'm not joking. I really did quit last month after Black Friday. I can't really handle that many people. I don't know if something just clicked in her head, but she just went off on me for no reason at all. Alright Sean, enough jokes. If you don't get these jeans in MY size I will get the manager and have you fired and banned from all Walmarts. She was really causing a scene and I could even see somebody recording from afar. Karen has never yelled at anybody that I've seen, so this was really confusing and actually kinda scary for me. Whoa Karen, calm down, I really don't work here anymore. Why else would I not be in uniform? Which she responding with, well maybe it's because you're just trying to pull a prank on other people. Well guess what Sean? It is not funny, and I'm gonna get the manager. At this point I'm just standing in the toy aisle, completely confused, and embarrassed with all the people staring at me. A few moments later my old manager came with Karen. Let's call him Bob. Now Bob was the best manager ever. We would hang out any chance we got, but after I quit we kinda slowed down. We're still in touch though. Here he is. Hey Sean. Bob is here to fire you. Bob came up to me and said, hey Sean. It's been a while, you doing good? Yeah. I broke my arm a while back, but other than that I'm fine. Karen looked shook and so confused, which kinda made to cackle a bit. Bob told Karen, hey lady, Sean actually quit last month, so he doesn't work here anymore. Of course Karen's hate being denied, so she said, even the manager is in on the prank. I am out of here. Karen stormed out, and after that I never heard from her again. This whole situation was so weird and out of character for Karen, so I am still kinda confused on why she flipped out on me. If she sees this post, chances are she is gonna sue me for harassment. Also I'm pretty sure she stole the skinny jeans that weren't even her size. Nor were they the proper size for skinny jeans. Second story. Random lady thinks my aids are AirPods. It was suggested I cross-post here. Oh my god, I have one. Never did I think I'd have a story for this sub. Wow, okay. I'm still in a state of rage. So I just got home from good ole Mart of Walls. I knew pretty much what I wanted, so I didn't bother with a cart. Of course, I get distracted and I end up in the kitchen cutlery aisles and I'm idly looking at things and putting them back on the shelves. I guess that made me look like a worker. Dunno how. I am wearing a dress. Whatever, so I am hard of hearing. I wear hearing aids. They're rose gold and awesome, badass tech in my ears. Since I'm shopping, I have no reason to think someone would be needing my attention. But this EM was trying to get my attention. I see this woman and she says, finally. I've been chasing you down the aisles. I'm thinking I must have something loose or I dropped something. That she thought I was a worker just did not occur to me. You really shouldn't wear those while you're working. She's out of breath. Her little toddler is babbling away, oblivious. I'm still clueless. Wear what? The AirPods. Fun fact, as someone who is HOH, I mishear things and it took me forever to understand what she said. I thought she said their pods. Whose pods? Your pods? What pods? I'm looking down at my dress thinking something had latched onto my dress. As I had my head down, this evil bat lady from hell grabbed my left hearing aid. It's squealing away and protesting and I'm in such a state of shock. My aids are a part of me. I went from baffled to pure rage in a split second. You give that back now. I clawed at my hearing aid and I wrested it back from her. I'm trembling at this point. Don't touch me, M's kid starts crying from the sudden energy change. Look what you did. I was just saying you shouldn't wear those while you're working. I start walking away from her. Get away from me. If you come near me I'll call the police and have you arrested for assault. What? Assault? But, I growled at her. Yes. Growled. And I walked away to find a store manager to tell them they had a customer who just tried to take one of my hearing aids. But then I left. I was too outraged to get back to my lackadaisical meandering. Quick edit, I did speak to a store manager but after, instead of getting what I went there for, I left. Third story. Well, this went down. First of all, sorry for some grammar mistakes. English is not my first language, but hey, I try my best, right? This story happened around a week ago and we had a chill business meeting at a local restaurant. I hate really tight up meetings, so I prefer it over a nice enjoyable lunch with my coworker and one of my trainees. It was supposed to be a nice chat with an applicant, no private infos shared or anything like that. Just to get to know each other. A little back info. I work for a small local game developer and I've been on the lookout for a front of the desk person to help me out with some stuff. I work as a sister PR manager. I'm 28 years old, while my coworker, 58 years old, is my so-called junior PR manager. We switched positions because he's a somehow stone-cold numbers maniac, while I'm more into marketing stages and into gaming as well, so I have more to offer while he's my strong experienced backup. We laugh about it and basically get paid the same amount. But in serious situations, I give the calls. Back to the story. I already spent a few interviews with some candidates and thought this one is going to easy as well, since none poked my interest. My coworker and trainee already arrived and sat in the back of the restaurant while I still had time to grab a smoke outside. Since it was still a business meeting I was wearing my black jeans and a white shirt while the staff of the restaurant was wearing black jeans and a green polo shirt with the restaurant's logo on it. So the idea of getting mistaken for a staff never hit my mind. After I finished my smoke an elderly couple came by and since I was raised to be good person I hold the door open for them. A nice little thanks and a little chat about the weather, some little chat that took like 20 seconds. But then it hit me. The popularity of Karens in Germany weren't that high, so it was only an internet myth to laugh about for me. But finally in 2022 I encountered my first wild Karen. Karen, hey boy, hold the door. Me, wait, what, Karen? I said hold the damn door, can't you hear? I have an important meeting here. It took me a few seconds to realize what's happening. I think it's like in the military or police training. The internet prepared me for it, but when it hits you, you aren't prepared enough. Karen throws me her jacket and stomps through the half-open door. Can't you do anything right? Me, did you hit your head somewhere or just fucked up? I was raised to be good boy but somehow after leaving my parents' house I kinda short-end my fuse, even if would have worked there. The shock on her face was perfect. Like listening to a song that just hits right. Karen, how dare you? Let's see what your boss thinks about this. She huffs into the restaurant and rushes to the counter where she grabbed the waitress waiting at the bar. Karen, you need to educate your staff. This kid, thanks to my Asian genes I may not look that old but I still have fine trimmed beard, just dropped my jacket. What kind of service is this? Get his act together and bring me a coffee. The waitress was stunned and I couldn't blame her. In our area was this a rare right? I gestured here to be calm behind Karen's back and smiled at her so she can relax a little bit. Karen stormed off into the back for her relaxed interview while I tried to comfort the waitress. After a few moments she got herself back together and looked at me while told her to hand me her coffee and explained to her that she's with me. When the coffee was done, I grabbed the saucer and coffee, put on my friendliest smile and went back to my meeting. When my coworkers saw me, they greeted me back while Karen fixated me with her best death stare she could put on while trying her best to make a good impression on my coworkers since she's the one being interviewed. Her face went from almost red to a pale white when I sat down in front of her, keeping her so-called ordered coffee for myself. I almost couldn't hold my laugh when she realized who I was and she just crashed her interview down the pipe. She left as fast as she could and me and my coworkers had a laugh when I told them what happened. We had a nice chat and since this meeting on the clock, we took our time and I paid for the lunch out of my own pocket. It was totally worth it.